Hi there, signs of Sagittarius. This is Kim with your reading. It is a next 48-hour reading, but they've just been kind of, well, for Leo and Aries, very much so focused on kind of like the spiritual things going on. Which I guess this is a spiritual community anyway, but kind of heavy on the skills and abilities, secret skills or abilities. We're starting with the Great Serpent, the Ouroboros, and I open up to your spirit team. Whoa, wow, your angels, your spirit guides. My mom in the picture is the angel there helping facilitate. Thanks, Mom. So this is representing a complete new cycle for you. It's bigger than a new chapter. Like it's the whole cycle. It's the whole. If life were like in this anthology of books, then it would be like if it was like the encyclopedia, then this would be like from T to Z. That makes sense. The Azure Vault, the Blue Temple, has to do with kind of like getting a download of a vision, of a creative idea or project. It's inspired by the celestial realms. Just saying that makes it like, oh, well. So you're opening up to some kind of creativity that's on the celestial realms. That's interesting. The Azure Vault, the Blue Temple. The Great Serpent. There's a time of darkness before the new comes around. If you, I mean, you can see like the tail goes in the mouth. There's an ending. Beginning and ending, but then it goes on, but it's like light and then slowly going down to a point. Of course, your breath is important at all times. Oh, the coagulation. Okay. It's the traffic jam. And it's not a spiritual it might be a spiritual traffic jam, actually. It might be a spiritual traffic jam. It's just an interesting thought that came up just now about being highly empathic and having all these other emotions and moods and feelings being attached to you and needing to free yourself. There might really be a feeling of stuckness due to energies, people, places, situations, or this is maybe on the spirit realm in the emotional body, keeping it's almost like taking on a feeling or emotion for someone else, but it's not alchemizing because there's just so much. Like not all of it's alchemizing. I'm sure some of it is, but it's not all being alchemized. Some of it is creating like a stuck feeling or stuck to you. But you have to. So is it getting in the way? It doesn't feel like it's getting in the way necessarily, but this new chapter is going to require that you move past from something that felt like it was literally frozen in place for a very long time. Even emotions, identifying with certain emotions being there. I mean, it can even mean that. Something that has felt like it's been there for a very long time in the resin. Something in the past, forever immortalized in resin. Oh, this hasn't come together yet, but it will. I have winter on the bottom. A gestation period. There was a gestation period with the blues where there's a divine union. a conjunction, a merging. It is something, Sagittarius, that is meant to be, and it's like the Ouroboros. It's just twisted. It's the sideways 8. Right? It's infinity. It's infinitely creating. And there's something creative. You see how it's almost like this is like a wedge or a tool or a nail, or it just nothing can stop the energy here from the celestial realms, because it's your I feel like it's your oversoul or your planner, the one who, the energy that wants to experience, ooh, this is something obviously new, and something is being extinguished. As the candle goes out, we'll set an intention. Kind of reminds me of bowling, doesn't it, in a way too, with the picture, the metaphor. I don't know, something reminds me about bowling. I love bowling alleys. They're so much fun. The music, the processed food, I love it. Love it all. Okay, so sorry, I keep talking about junk food tonight. I don't know if that's probably not part of your message. But a divine union, and I didn't even finish it. The divine union that cannot be stopped, because it's something otherworldly that's creating this. With the Azure Vault, there's something celestial. It has to do with higher spirits of authority, is what I'll say. Higher spirits of authority. Yours, in particular. Let's see what wants to be in the middle. And then we have the Luna, the moon. I was learning about Phobos the other day, about that being a moon that is, they think is hollow too. That's Mars's moon. Oh, we have the autumn. Well, that's interesting. So you with the other tree that we saw, okay. So with that other tree, there was feel like it was Chiron influence. There was like a gestation period where you were actually healing on the inside. You could have really felt very slow and sluggish during that time, but it was maybe on purpose. Something was being revealed to you regarding changes, and I see a harvest coming in, if you see that with the autumn. And I don't think this is timing. I think this is literally saying, like, what is represented here is the harvest, the season for your harvest. It might be the new cycle the Great Serpent has for you, or you know what I mean, the card. Let me make sure I got everything in there. Yeah, okay. So this is interesting. We have to figure out, what is this coagulation about? You're high vibing. The hummingbird, you're high vibing. And this is like, I don't have much to add to this divine union, because I don't know if it's a person, a partnership, if it's maybe something to do with money. It can be a few things, but it's where the time of the synchronicity starting to line up or getting increasing, because something's about to happen. That's what I feel like it's trying to tell you. Tell me a little bit about coagulation and resin with animal spirit. And this is the Alchemy deck. Kim Krans, Wild Unknown Alchemy. Yeah. The Sea Serpent. You got another Ouroboros. 2 Ouroboros. This might be representing the old one. Another sign for a new cycle. After a time of pause, you're about to come out of a time of pause and healing and rest with the Cobra. Ooh, the lizard and the bee. You know what to work on, and you may even have like extrasensory telepathy, ESP. Ooh, really strong spiritual connection. And here, the thing with the lizard is that you're aware of it. So that's kind of what makes it a little bit different to me. You have a lot of reptilian energy here. You've got 3 snakes, but they're all, like this one's representing the cobra, healing, being defensive over family, standing up for yourself, for sure, standing up for yourself. It feels like you might be, well, okay, we'll say that that's the pause. That's the pause. And then I have the fox, which is using cleverness. So it's gonna be, I feel like, taking the things that you learned while being clever, even maybe mischievous. Like, it doesn't, to me, it's just, this is the energy. Clever, sly, and smart, cunning, and strategic. Hard to see, but there's something that, it's a gift that you're going to be using. It's preserved. You take it with you into your next one. As far as, I don't know what the application is, but I'm going to say that it's going to be something more positive for you and others. Applying your fox. I love the fox spirit. So, yeah, applying the fox energy here to this. Of what you've learned. And what you don't want to lose, parts of you that were, you might have considered shadow, but it's not. Like, it might have been, but it can be integrated. It can be used for something good. Lots of blue here. This color blue, it's a very specific color blue, isn't it? It's like cobalt blue, I think. Is it like cobalt blue? Yeah, I have a blue that I might be able to figure out. No, that will take forever. I've got too much paint. That will take forever. But this is about truth transcending illusions and mastery over the mind, the mental. So the spirit and the mental planes. Mastery, seeing through an illusion, but transcending with some kind of divinity, or not, like recognition of divinity. That's a beautiful message. And the eagle, triumphant, soaring above the rest, hitting your mark, being very focused. That lizard's really pretty, isn't it? Oh, wow, I had the fish. This is that, okay, divine feminine energy is saying, just be open and ready for abundance with the buffalo and prosperity with the fish to kind of flow in. And expect that it's going to be coming from some wildly creative ideas that are actually coming from the celestial realm to you. Your mind is what's filtering fact from fiction and discernment, but it's still nonetheless very magical because of seeing these signs, synchronicities, and getting confirmation with your own telepathy and ESP and things like that. Wow. Buffalo. And then finding your authentic voice. The throat chakra might be something kind of significant right now to tend to clear, tend to heal. Oof. Okay, so let's see what else we get. I'm feeling like this whole, there's going to be gifts for you. Energy is there too. So I'm going to use the Oracle genetic gifts, as were Leo and Aries. That's what I'm saying. So be open to receive. This is like things that, solutions to problems that allow you to flow like sea creatures in a way. Flow. I have Aura Reader, Advisor, Photographer, and Energy Reader. Aura Reader. So you can read energies of, or you can read people's auras. Maybe you take photographs and you capture things in those photographs that are spirit or otherworldly, or we think is otherworldly but might not be, you know, something like that maybe. Okay, so Aura Reader, I'll put that right there. So open to receive. The buffalo makes its presence known just by, you can feel the presence of the buffalo probably before it even enters a room. Oh, I have the akashic field. Brilliant. All information, power, energy, and experiences vibrate here. Akashic field. Ancestral line, it says you're older than Earth. Older than Earth. So starseed. Maybe you're doing some work to access the Akashic field. It might be telling you that maybe further research in astral travel and OBE experiences will help you, or that you can access the Akashic field easily in this state of being. Out of body experience, OBE, teleportation. It's not the only way you can access it. There's different ways, but that might be what it's trying to tell you. Now, so yeah, that can be astral travel. That can be something that but that would be a big change, wouldn't it, of where you get your information from. Especially if you're having anything that feels like it's getting stuck to you, or feeling you're stuck in a situation, then you just go to the Akashic memory of a time where you may have been in a similar situation, but successfully unraveled from all this stuff and healed, right? A high timeline for you. Ooh, I have Facebook platform. I have spiritual posts and activities. Facebook platform. It's nice. Confirmation for someone about that. If you are drawn to that, make sure this is the only card that I dropped. Yes. I have Portal Keeper. 3D and 5D Ascension Fulfillment. Portal Keeper. The Portal Keeper. Creative idea and pursuit. Isn't the Facebook logo blue too? Blue? Oh, I can't stand that. I don't know. How am I gonna, hang on. Sorry. I'm sorry. With a crystal too. What a tragedy. What a tragedy. I'm sorry. I had to do that. It was really bothering me. Really bothering me. Okay, so number 8, life path number 8, the financier ruling planet is Saturn. Consequences, not just consequences, it can also be about if you do this, you get this, achievement, investments, things like that. Soul number, numerical symbol for what your heart desires. And then I have X. This might be about communication as a Twitter platform. Formally, spiritual involvements or participations. It's really saying to reach out to others here with some kind of communication on social, or a social. Indigo child, born beta generation, born between 1968 and 1978. And then I have ascension number 7, the astral plane. The pineal gland is fully open. That's that lizard might be able to astral project really easily. 7 to the 8. Sure is ascension, isn't it? TV news media platform for spiritual purposes. Oh, and then Aries got this one. Ascension number 4, senses being realigned. Which that makes sense, Aries. 847. Clear audience, clear hearing. Another 4, you're on the right path. You may be hearing ringing in your ears. Different types of ringing too. Different types of frequencies. Different times, different types. They're different. 4, life path number 4, the builder, ruling planet Earth, and then I'm going to pull an angel number message for you. So the builder and the 4-4 is to me that you're on the right path, even if it doesn't feel like it. That you are. Astral projecting to the solution, and then accessing what you need. And there's the flow card. There's the fish goes along with that for sure. 777, your purpose flows from within you, and everything that is unfolding or being revealed to you is part of your purpose. a state of peace and calmness in your soul. I am in the flow. 777. 31, your approach to life is both it's an effective mix of practicality and imagination. Your mind is stirring with creative ideas and you have the organizational skills to manifest them to life. I am disciplined. Also, King of Swords energy kind of coming out with that. Also, King of Cups energy here. There could be a significant conjunction, a coming together that is divine. Number 2, you have great talent for finding solutions. Your intuitive, unbiased nature allows you to see all sides of any situation and advise others to the most fair and beneficial outcome. I am diplomatic. Number 2. So I am diplomatic, I'm in flow, and I am disciplined. 2, 777, 31, 8447. Right? 8447. Yeah. Soul number, did I even say anything about that? Yeah, I did, right? Numerical symbol for what your heart desires. You can look that up. It's numerology, your soul number. All right, so that's what I've got. If you need a private reading, you can reach out to me in the description box below, and then like and subscribe. Please do come back for another update reading if you enjoyed this, and sending you much love. Bye-bye.